And that's why it's good to go into dealers as well as buying online. You know, I'm not saying not to do that, but visit your local dealers and talk to them and, you know, get information from them, because that coin that I just showed you is a bullion coin, for example. It's a mint coin. It came with a certificate, for example. I purchased it here in Cyprus, but yet it doubled in value, which is amazing, and that was silver. So to me, I believe that silver is going to 5x, and I can't really see why, because of the demand. You know, we're building more things industrial wise, AI chips, the data centers that have been talked about for so long, for example, the solar panels, for example, that are needed, for example, the medical equipment, the defense equipment they need silver. They can't substitute it with anything else. Yeah, that is this is a collector's coin, for example. You are right, it is a collector's coin, but I wanted to show you, and that's why I said if you visit your dealers, for example, your local dealers, they may have some good deals for you. Check it out, and when you're there you can see how much it is worth, for example. So you've just said when I had the silver. So the weight, so this is a 1 ounce, for example. And when I was doing gold, and I used to do scrap gold and silver in 2007, and yes, it was about weight, for example, and we turned the scrap gold and silver into silver bars or gold bars, for example. And you're right, yeah. So I like I was experimenting. So I when I went into that store, the reason why I got that is because it was my logo. I saw the logo, I was drawn to it. And yes, the silver stackers, in terms of the coins, for example, then that is something as well that is of value. They're both, it depends, you know, you can get a collection coin and it can be worth a lot of money, for example, but you can also, with the silver coin, is also what I'm really referring to as well. I just got that because of the logo. I was drawn to it, for example. So the silver and gold coins is, you know, I just believe that the silver is just going to 5x. Can you imagine silver being $163 per ounce? If it does 5x, you know, that's quite a big jump, isn't it? What I to you is to, I've got a link here. I've got my gifts as well. Download them and put your information on your own, build your own stack, for example, and look at this as a 5 to 10 year strategy. Look at this as a 5 to 10 year strategy is, you know, going to be, you know, taking you to a whole new level. Okay, so always think about your stack. You want to build it for 5 to 10 years. It's not something that's going to be instant. It's a stack for 5 to 10 years minimum. Otherwise you're going to be looking at a quick fix. Like I said, gold and silver, building wealth is something that takes years. It's not something that is quick and fast. So You want to be able to build over 5 to 10 years. Download the Silver Stacker guide that I've got here, and you will see how much you're growing within a 12-month period, and then you'll be able to do the value as the years go on. For example, you can look at what the month is when you purchased, how much you brought it for, what the value is, for example, and then by the end of the year, you'll be able to add up what the true value is for each of those coins that you purchase. Whenever you purchase, whether it's monthly or weekly, for example, a silver coin at $35, for example, 1 ounce, is going to really take you to another level, for example. So really look at building your stack. And this is why I've come on here to say that I believe that gold to silver ratio is going to make it so that silver is going to 5x. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, Kat, for example, for your comments here. And you know what? Like I said, it's not about, we're seeing gold is going up, but gold is like 3,000. Why not get some silver behind you, for example? If you start off small, you don't have to start off big and, buy something. You can even buy a 1/4 of an ounce gold coin, for example, for $800, for example. But, not everyone's got that. So start off with silver. But I do believe that silver is going to grow massively. I really truly believe that it's going to grow to another level. So let's build and stack together.